Hi there, welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today. Hope you're all doing better than we have been this week. It's been a week, guys. It has been a week. I've just got out of the shower. I've just done an everything shower and I feel so fresh and clean. The cleanest I've felt for days. Our little guy has been poorly, really poorly this last week, and so obviously everything else comes second, and I've not felt the best myself, but I feel like I've turned a corner this last, maybe like yesterday and today, and I just you know when you come down the stairs and you think, wow, I don't think there's a single room in this house that has escaped. It just looks like, I don't even know, there's been a whirlwind that's just like ripped through the house and just left chaos in its wake. So we're going to go through together, get on top of the house. I want to disinfect, I want to clean all the bedding, I just want to get on top of it, get rid of all the germs, open all the windows and try and reset the house. We're doing this together. There's a lot of nasty bugs out there at the minute, so if you need to do the same, I hope this motivates you if you need to do this. And yeah, let's do this, shall we? Honestly, I feel like all I ever do is laundry, but I have let the laundry slide this week, so I thought let's get on top of the washing. This load is already ready to go on the line, and I'm going to put a second one out. Just going to put that down. Oh, it's heavy. I'm going to put a second one out and put the second one into the washing machine, sorry, and then probably going to dry that inside because it's cracking on into the day now. But yeah, I'm going to start in the kitchen because I just feel like I can't breathe in here. It's horrible, and then at least the kitchen's done and we can just move room by room. I usually start upstairs and work down, but today is downstairs. I picked up some Method antibacterial, spray. I usually use Purdy and Fig, but I just felt like I wanted something that said antibacterial, you know, really get on top of the germs. So this is what we're going with today. So hopefully this does the trick, and I'm going to just clean all the things that need cleaning. Let's put this out first though. Oh. So I saw a quote on Instagram the other day that really, it just gave me a new perspective. It said, if life is an endless loop of dirty dishes and laundry, then that means that life is a never-ending loop of home-cooked meals and comfy clothes. And I just thought that was so beautiful and so true. It's so easy, I think, sometimes, especially when someone's been poorly in the house and it just feels like everything's getting on top of you. It's so easy to just take that for granted, but knowing that you've got that clean washing and you're going to go to bed in a clean bed that night and you've got piles of washing up because you've had delicious food, whether that was home cooked or not, it's such a lovely perspective to just be able to shift it from something negative to something positive. So I wanted to share that with you all today because I really needed it the day that I saw it, and I've kept reminding myself that all week. This is the state of the kitchen. Yes, over there you can see that there is a life support Domino's that we ordered the night before. It was an intense evening. Our little guy, he just wouldn't go down to sleep and he was so overtired and so uncomfortable. Something was wrong and it's just so hard to know what it was. Anyway, we finally got there in the end, but it was probably knocking on 10 o'clock at night. So we ordered a Domino's and it was just so nice. It hit the spot, and once he was all snuggled up in bed asleep, I just enjoyed it and I thought, yes, that is exactly what my soul needed tonight. And I said to Dom, just don't worry about the washing up. Neither of us had really had an evening, and so we just left it, and I said I'll deal with it tomorrow. He's doing a lot better. The day that I'm filming this, he was so much better, so I just got a little bit of time in the afternoon to myself to sort the house out and get it back spick and span. I know not everyone has that luxury, so I'm very grateful that I have loads of amazing people around me who can help me out in times where I desperately need that little bit of help. But I just wanted to be able to get the house back, and once he was feeling better, I just wanted to be able to start fresh. So yeah, just tidying everything up. I tend to do a sweep when the kitchen is really bad, so getting in there, getting all of the rubbish, and then taking all the recycling out, taking all the rubbish to the bins, because then I can see the woods for the trees is that the right phrase? I always say phrases backwards. I decided to open all the windows, seeing as though the cats were outside anyway, so there was no risk of them escaping. And I just wanted to let all the fresh air in, and it was such a lovely, it's sort of like a warmish day, and the wind just felt really warm, which always reminds me of when we go on holiday. You know, when you get warm wind, it's very rare to have that in England, so it was really, really lovely. And I just love to watch the washing swaying in the breeze, and yeah, just sorting out all of the pots, putting everything away, and then trying to make sense of how to tackle the washing up pile. There wasn't too much to wash up, but there was like pretty much every single bottle we own. He'd not really been drinking his milk very well, so you know, it's been trial and error over the last few days, but I thought I would just give them all a good wash and get them in the steriliser and get ourselves reset. It sounded so peaceful outside, so I'm going to stop talking for a moment so you can enjoy how peaceful and lovely it was. Some days when I'm doing the washing up, I like to listen to a podcast or listen to music, but this day I just really enjoyed listening to nothing, and it was just really peaceful, and I just feel like my soul needed it, you know, just that calmness, that little bit of time to unplug and just fully be present in the moment. So yeah, just giving everything a good old clean. I love these man balls, but they are so annoying to wash. There are so many parts. So I'm just filling the sink with hot water, and then I'm going to put some boiling water from the kettle, because this day for some reason the hot tap just wasn't getting as hot as I wanted it to. And then that way I can let them soak, and then I can pop them in the steriliser once they've had a good wash. I got this the other day and I thought it was a really cool idea. I've no idea if it's all going to go back on the roll or not, but I loved the idea of it being a reusable roll of kitchen towel. And I know you can buy these sort of on Etsy, but I've never seen them in supermarkets before, and I love the fact it was pink. Can you guess? My favourite colour is pink. I'm wearing pink, my gloves are pink, everything I buy is pink. But I do really like it. I think there's something about, for me at least, having really nice cleaning things. It makes me want to clean more. Is anyone else like that, or is it just me? It makes me happy. So I was really happy with that, and it was really good. The actual cloths were really, really good, so I highly recommend them. And they can be reused, so I can pop them in the washing machine and keep using them. I'm not sure, like I say, if they'll go back on the roll, but that's fine. I wanted to have more cloths anyway, so that works really well for me. I think since having my little boy, cleaning bottles has become one of the most mundane things. I didn't need to do this for pretty much the first 7 months of his life, and so it's been a real shift for me having to do this every day and keep on top of it. But I feel like all you need is a bit of a routine, and I feel like we're finally there. We're finally in a groove, and we're kind of keeping on top of it a lot better. And I do have more bottles than I did at the start as well. Can I just say, this Method spray smells incredible. I'm editing this the next day and I could still smell the scent of the rhubarb when I came downstairs this morning, which is just incredible. It smells so nice, and I'm just putting away things as I find them. So there was a new coffee that was on the side that I got from the shop, so just refilling the coffee jar so that that's done, and then I can pop that big old thing of coffee away rather than just keeping it on the side. It's just things like that, I think, when you feel a bit overwhelmed, they're the things that slide, aren't they? They're simple jobs that take 2 seconds, but they feel like they're just too much energy in that moment. So just looking after future self here and giving everything a really good wipe and clean. I promised in one of my previous videos that I would finally get to washing the windows. They were so gross. There was definitely, and sorry if this is really gross, but there was a fly that had been absolutely splattered by Rory on this window, and I hadn't noticed it till I was cleaning them, and I thought, wow, that is really, really gross. So yeah, I literally did these, and today they are covered in nose boops again. The cats just love to watch outside. We have like hedgehogs come in the garden, other cats, and birds, definitely the birds, and they just sit there and they just constantly boop their little noses on the window. I wouldn't have it any other way, and I got myself in a pickle trying to get up and down from this, which is why I don't do them very often. I struggled to get off the countertop, and I'm just giving the floors a nice sweep. I try to do this every day, but I really have not been doing this every day this week, so things had started to build up. The cats bring in a lot of mud and leaves and all sorts of stuff when they go outside, so I like to give this a sweep as much as I can, especially with our little boy crawling around on the floor as well, because he finds the tiniest specks of dirt and tries to eat them. So yeah, we're trying to minimise that now. And I love the cats, like Echo especially. He will always just let me clean around him. He won't move out of the way. He's like, no, you just work around me, mummy. I thought I would mop the floor while I had the time as well. I do want to do a proper mop, but today I just thought, let's just do as much as we can rather than doing too much, as in too much energy. So I feel like actually mopping the floor with a mop and bucket sometimes just, it seems like a big job. So today wasn't the day, but a quick wipe around, that was all it needed, just to keep on top of the muddy footprints. And I was really happy with how the kitchen looked in the end, so much better than before. And then we're moving on to the room of doom. It's like a baby playground in our house, and I'm not even mad about it. It's fine. It had got a little bit intense though. We just had like every single toy we owned out, loads of stuff on the table, and just a lot of things sort of in progress. So I'm just starting by putting all of his toys away once again. This is all I ever do, but it's fine. And I tend to find having boxes, like little like a bowl to put all his toys in. He loves to take them all out of the bowl, and then I just put them all back in the bowl again. I got my dad this mug, so I'm hoping it works well for him. So I'm just popping it on the side so I can take it through when I go and see him. And then just cleaning up everything I can find that is where it shouldn't be. Decided I was going to sterilise his dummies while he was out of the house, and I had a minute. So I'm just taking anything that's on the stairs upstairs rather than leaving it on the stairs. I got a few little vintage purchases, a little Christmas jumper there, so popping that to go in the wash, trying to find his dummies, which is easier said than done some days. The way to do the bibs dummies is just boiling water from a kettle and then just submerge the dummies, which is super easy, so that's done, and at least they're now nice and clean, ready for him to come home in a little while. And then just tidying up the table. You can see there I've got the most gorgeous sunflowers. When I was at the shop earlier that day, I just saw them and thought, yes, they look like sunshine in flower form, and I thought I would get them for myself, for the whole house I suppose, but I am definitely the only one in the house that really does appreciate them. And there's always something that gets away, right? It's always the sneaky mug. No matter how much I try, there is always something that I miss. There are a few orders on the table there that I need to take to the post office later on that day, so just keeping those on the table, but neatening everything up a little bit, putting things away that were in progress that I don't need anymore. And then I decided to spray the table as well, just to make sure that that was nice and clean and sterile, because we spend a lot of time at this table and it's important that it's nice and clean. I was hoovering up here and I was really in the groove, and I thought I'm going to do the hoovering, do the mopping, I'll go upstairs and you'll see me glitch in a second when the hoover ran out of battery. And I thought, for goodness sake. So that's fine, I'm going to put the hoover on charge and we'll go to plan B. All is well. Rory hates the hoover with a passion. He's doing so much better than he used to do, but he still really does not like the hoover. So I thought I would spray all the surfaces I could think of. For some reason the footage of me cleaning the remote was deleted, or I never filmed it in the first place, I don't know which, but I definitely gave the remote a really good clean, because if you've got a baby, you'll know they gravitate towards the remote. There's something about remote controls and phones that they just love, so that got a really good clean. I cleaned all the handles, all the switches, just to make sure, and I feel like these are the points that I just never really think to clean as well, so it was nice to just do those this day. I saw this as I was cleaning and I thought, that is disgusting. I never think to check the table legs for the missiles that my son throws off the high chair. Pretty sure this was banana from that morning, I hope so, although who knows how long it's been there. I thought the thing on the chair was also, but it's actually a knot in the wood. And I thought I would clean the banister, the handle rail, sorry, because it's something I never think to clean. And you can see Rory there being very standoffish as usual, bless him. Up into my son's room now, opening the windows, just getting things back in order. It's been a wild ride, and so things have just got a bit intense in there. There's just stuff everywhere, and I wanted to make sure I wiped my son's changing mat and just made sure everything looked a lot better and a lot more neat as well as being clean and tidy. I do try and keep on top of this, but like I say, this week's just been mental. So just putting any dirty clothes in the washing basket. I thought, you know, even if he's worn them for like a few minutes, I'd rather just get everything clean and tidy and start all over again. This is what we call his emotional support hairbrush. He loves it when he's having his nappy changed. It keeps him quiet and keeps him in one place, and that's all we need, right? And I definitely noticed this little bit of nappy cream on the wall. How on earth that got there, I don't know. So that's it, that's looking a lot better. And then the next job is the cot. I don't know about you, we have a super king bed, and I find it easier to change the mattress, or like the mattress protector and the cover on my super king bed than I do this cot. It's so hard, I find it so hard to do. It feels like an actual workout. By the time I'm done, I am literally puffing and panting. But that's done, everything's in the wash. He can come home to a nice clean bed and we can start again. I think when you're ill or someone's been ill in the house, having clean bedding is the nicest thing to come home to. Have a nice hot bath and get into your clean pyjamas and get into a nice clean bed. There is no better feeling. It's literally one of my all-time favourite things. So just making sure I give his cot a wipe as well. And I decided that I would do the towels. So, you know, on the same theory of, you know, getting the bed in clean, I think having fresh towels so that we can start over, getting rid of all those bugs and those germs, it makes a big difference. And yeah, this is that was a sock of porridge oats, which apparently is really good for their skin, so we tried that, and then I have no idea what I'm going to do with that sock now. It was quite disgusting, but I'm just cleaning the sink as I usually do. I usually do this every day, but like I say again, it just didn't get done this week, and that's okay too. Sometimes we just let things slide, and that is okay. I hope that that's the message I'm sharing in this video, is we all just do what we can when we can, and I'm just sharing my life. So if you ever watch my videos and think, how does she do it all, or oh, she doesn't do enough, we just do what we do, don't we? And I think that that's the main thing, is we just do the best we can with what we've got, and that looks different every single day as well. So one of the main messages on my channel I always want to be is give yourself grace. That's me realising I can't change the bed because the cats are on it, and I'm not the kind of person to move the cats. You know, if they're happy, they're happy. So I thought, you know, I'm tired anyway, so I'll get Dom to help me when he came home. Well, I did get him to help me when he came home that night. So we had a nice fresh bed as well, but I just didn't get a chance to do it in this video. And I'm dusting. I really, really hate dusting, but this room gets super dusty for some reason. This radiator cover and the TV gets super dusty, so I'm just giving everything a good wipe. And like I say, this cloth is really good. It really, really collected the dust well. There's a massive pile of clothes that I need to put away, and I'm going to do that in a little while. But then I've got my bed in there ready to go later on, and it's in the way, so I have to do it. And then the hoover was charged, so I gave the rug a hoover and it looked so much more fresh. And then I did the dining room as well because I wanted to mop, and I think, you know, you can't really mop before you've at least swept or hoovered, but I do prefer hoovering here. I sometimes do a sweep if I think it really needs to get into all the nooks and crannies, but really all I was trying to do is get rid of cat fluff. They're like little tumbleweeds that just roll around the house, especially when the cats have had like a play fight, and they just pull tufts off each other, and then I find them all over the house, and obviously they're a bit of a choking hazard now, so I'm trying to keep on top of that a little bit better. And then with my trusty old mop, I'm just giving the floors a quick wipe. This is a really high traffic area, so it's important I get this done. I do pretty much mop around the table every single day. Our little guy has figured out how to use his cup and splash water everywhere, and so I need to wipe the floor every day because there is literally a puddle beneath his high chair, which is just really entertaining to me. So yeah, at least the floors are getting really clean, especially around the high chair. I can't say the same about the table leg though, so I'm going to have to keep my eye on that, aren't I? And then I thought, you know, to finish off my clean, I would give myself a lovely vase of fresh flowers. There is nothing better than fresh flowers in a house. I feel like they just add so much life to the house, and it really brightens up a room. And it's one of my favourite things. I just love to spend a few moments, I guess in silence. I do a lot, and just flower arrange. There wasn't really much to arrange here, they are just some flowers, but I do still find it a really peaceful task, and just one that I really enjoy as well. I always look forward to arranging them, and just look how gorgeous they are. They are just stunning, so beautiful. I treated myself to the bigger bouquet, those two. One was smaller and one was bigger, and I thought, no, we're getting the big one. How gorgeous do they look? Absolutely stunning. And that is the end of my house clean. It's feels a lot better. I feel like even just this shot, you can tell the energy in the house is better. Whew, we are done. I am shattered. That's been a mission, but a good one. It's been a long afternoon for me, but I am very happy I've done it. I feel a lot better, and I thought I'd put these gorgeous sunflowers in the frame. I got them from the shop earlier, and I thought there is nothing that brightens my mood more than gorgeous sunflowers, and seeing as though they're in season at the minute, there was loads in the shop, so aren't they just gorgeous? I don't know now if we're going to get to pick some sunflowers this year. I'm not sure. The year has just gone by in a blur, but hey ho, we'll see what the future holds. Never say never. Anyway, I'm going off on a million tangents. I hope that if you're poorly, or anyone in your house is poorly, that you all get well soon, and that once it's all said and done, you can just clean your house top to toe and just feel a lot better. The energy in the house just feels better. I think opening those windows and doors, letting the air come through. That Method spray smells insane. It smells so nice. It just feels a lot better in here. So yeah, I'm hoping that this new energy, this clean house, brings us lots of good vibes for the coming weeks. So wish us well, and I wish you well. And yes, if you want to see more cleaning videos, I've got loads on this channel. I'll leave all my playlists down below. But I hope you all have an amazing rest of your week, and I shall see you all again in my next video. Bye.